Hello, second grade. It is a new Monday and it is time for a new hat. So Miss W chose today a visor that I got at Walt Disney World. So this is another hat that I got there. We've been there a couple times because we love it so much. Here we go. So I got my visor on, my thinking cap for today. What we're going to do on this exercise is to review what we did last week with making sure that our pronoun and our verb agree. Let's take a look at the worksheet, okay? When to add ES and IES. Here we go. Most verbs in the present end with S. When the pronoun in the subject is he, she, or it, you're going to add the ES to the verb that end in S, SH, CH, or X. Now that's a lot of stuff to try to remember, isn't it? I know it can be hard, but most of us do this naturally now anyway when we speak. So when you say it out loud, sometimes it sounds a little off. It doesn't sound quite right. So when you're trying to find these, it's a good idea, a good test strategy, just say it out loud. Pick one of those words and then just say it out loud and see how it sounds. But let's underline some important facts right here in these directions. It's giving us really great clues, okay? So if it ends, the pronoun is he, she, or it. He, she, or it. If it's one of these three, I'm going to add the ES to the verb that end in S, SH, CH, or X. Now, if you guys remember our spelling rules for ES and IES, these are our endings right here, right? Some of them. So that shouldn't be too hard for us to remember from our spelling rules. Now look at the second bullet point. Do not add S or ES to verbs when the pronoun in the subject is I, you, we, or they. We're not going to add anything. We don't have to add anything on there. So I, you, we, I'm going to put a box in that, or they. It says do not. Okay? Don't do it. Some verbs end with a consonant and Y. This goes along with our spelling as well, okay? You're going to change that Y to I and then add the ES. So then you end up with IES instead of YES because we know that looks really funny when we do it like that, right? So it says when the pronoun in the subject is he, she, or it. Looky here. He, she, it. He, she, it. Okay. You do not change the Y to an I and add ES when the pronoun in the subject is I, you, we, or they. I'm going to put a box around that so they match. Makes it a little bit easier for us to find. Okie dokie, let's do number 1 here. Underline the present tense verb in parentheses that agrees with the subject pronoun. Then write each sentence out correctly. Number 1. Our two choices, we have push or pushes. You push or pushes the cart filled with hay out to the fields. What's our pronoun? Do you see the pronoun? The subject pronoun. Right here. You is our subject pronoun. I can go back to our list that we just went through. Is it he, she, it? No. Is it I, you, we, or they? You. So this says that we do not add S or ES to the verb. So the correct answer, go ahead and circle it. You can do that with your hand right up in the air. You can go like that. Push. You push the cart filled with hay out to the fields. And then what you're going to do is rewrite the sentence right out there. If you're not using your own piece of paper, get yourself a whiteboard. Miss W has one. Get something to write on so that way you keep practicing. We did the first one together. There's only 4 on this page today. So I want you to go ahead and do numbers 2, 3, and 4 all by yourself. Make sure that you write out the entire sentence. You need to use your capital letter. It's giving us the complete thought. And punctuation. Make sure it's a complete sentence, okay? When you're done writing everything out, you can go to the very next slide to check your answers.